Hi loves, it's Elle here and Gray.
Hi.
We are doing Foundation Friday. I'm bringing the series back. It's not going to be every single week, but I got some foundation in PR. So this is the Makeup Forever Super Boost. This is, oh, I put the wrong color. I need number 3. I'll be right back. Okay, so I am number 3. They sent me number 1 as well. It is very fair. And as you can see, we're in our rental, so I don't have like a super amazing place for me to do any reviews, but this is gonna have to work. So again, like I said, this is not sponsored or anything like that. So this is my complete honest opinion, and I have not worn this yet. I have my regular skincare on underneath what we're gonna put on here, which is a moisturizer and a couple different serums and SPF. Now, they sent this thing, so they also have lip glosses as well and lip liners. A funny story is actually my very first makeup job many years ago was at a Makeup Forever counter in San Diego. So I've actually loved this brand for many years, and it was a staple in my makeup kit as a makeup artist. So it looks like they have 18 shades. They're known to have a great shade range, so that's great. This is supposed to be skincare as well as, you know, foundation. You can build this foundation up from a light to medium to, I don't think it's gonna be a heavy coverage, but a light to medium coverage, you can build it up to. So it says that it's boosted with hyaluronic acid, and there is a unique push to dispense tube. I'm actually going to, I'm gonna apply this with my hands because that is a preferred method for a lot of people. So we're just gonna push this just gently. You don't need to push it a lot. I'm gonna use just a small amount. Oops, I'm making that thing. Can you hold that for me, bub? Thank you very much. So I'm just gonna use this amount, and we're just gonna tap this all over the face. Now, since I've been gone, I really haven't worn a ton of makeup very much. It's just not a priority of mine to wear a ton of makeup, but I love a good light medium coverage foundation. They said it's going to hydrate and plump and smooth for 12 hours. So that coverage with my hands, so when you use your hands, it's going to be one of the heaviest coverages as a tool. I hope that makes sense. So when you use a sponge that's damp, it's not gonna be as much of a coverage as it would be with your hands because there is nothing else there to soak it up. So I'm just gonna put a little bit more. Okay, that's a little bit more to my coverage liking. It's not very much product. I'm just kind of using piece size amounts. You can see I have some rosacea that has formed over the past couple of years. No big deal. But that is like something for my redness that I like to cover. I'm gonna pop this under the eyes because it is a hydrating, plumping foundation. So it's gonna be okay. Now, not a lot under the eyes, but just a little bit. Okay, let's look at that amount first. Bub, do you mind grabbing me a Kleenex, please?
Oh,
for
sure.
my hands, thank you. All right, oh, we forgot the forehead. Okay, so I'm gonna get up really close. This is definitely, it's called a skin tint. So this is definitely a skin tint for sure. This is more of a creamier texture. It does not feel oily. It does not feel heavy. Thanks, babe.
The whole roll.
Oh, thank you. It does not feel heavy. It doesn't feel really like I'm actually wearing anything. So it's a very pretty foundation. It is very glowy. I think it's very dewy looking. Now for me, I want to see if I can build this up a little bit to cover a little bit more redness, because it does say that you can build it up to light medium coverage. Okay.
I like that color right there.
It's pretty. All right.
That's the one that you do.
Now we could use a stippling technique with a stippling brush, but I'm going to apply this how I normally would, just because I would not use a stippling brush for myself, but you can use a stippling brush for a little bit more coverage. So I'm unable to really build this up to anything more than this. I'm just gonna think about this for a second. Yeah, so this is basically probably where I'd wear it. I actually think it's pretty. I really do. Again, it's very weightless. I would love for it to have a little bit more coverage, just a touch. But also too, I can put a little concealer, which is sometimes what I do over those areas, and then just leave the skin pretty and dewy. I don't set foundation with powder very much anymore, but I do have a powder review coming up. So let me finish my makeup and I'll come back here and we'll chat before we go out through the day. You guys are gonna come with us because we're going to the movies and lunch.
Yeah.
All right, so makeup is on. There, I just want to show you this real quick before I do this last finishing touch. I have no powder on. Again, like I said, I just don't wear powder anymore. Yes, I'll wear my Hourglass powder every once in a while, like just kind of on the cheeks to give it a little bit, kind of more of an airbrushed glow. I did add just a very small amount of cream concealer, which is a heavier texture, not texture, but heavier coverage. Stay tuned for next week's video. I'm going to show you how I do my makeup nowadays. I don't have anything on my eyes because I don't want to today. But this is what the foundation looks like. I think it looks really pretty. Actually, it's a little heavier than I thought it was going to be. My blush is uneven. I'll fix that in a second. But it actually, you can build this up a little bit. I think it like takes a minute to kind of warm up to the skin. But yes, you absolutely could use more of like it as a medium coverage. I would like it a little more sheer than this, but I feel like sometimes like accentuates a little bit the pores here, but I think it looks really pretty. Let's see how it wears. Now, you can hit it with a setting spray. The brand is not important. This is just a rehydrating spray. I bought this off of Instagram. I will talk about it at another time, but I just feel like it needs a little moisture, even though this foundation is supposed to have lots of hydration in it. But also where you live will dictate that as well. I live in a desert now. And it probably would have been the same in Colorado too because of how low the humidity is there. But do you see how it kind of just gives that glow back even though I don't have any powder on? So if you live in some place that's a little more humid, then you might not need a little extra spray. But I do think this is a good summer foundation. On the Sephora website, it does say to apply it with your hands. So I'm so glad I was right with that one. But let's see how this wears. We are gonna go for a full day and I will check in with you. So come along, let's go to the movies. All right, so we're about to go into lunch. The sun is so bright, so excuse my eyeballs, but this is the foundation in full sunlight. You know, I like to show you guys in different lights. All right, let's go. All right, team, we just finished lunch. We went to Dave & Buster's, which is right there in Summerlin, and we're going across the way to see the new Snow White movie. I'll report back after we're done. But this is like 3 hours of wear, and it doesn't look like it's really moved, except for off of my nose. I feel like, obviously, if you don't use powder, things move. But I think only place it's showing wear is on the nose, but it doesn't make claims that anything's long lasting. So yeah, anyway, so far so good. See you guys in a little bit. All right, team, we are back from the movies. We are finally back to the rental. By the way, movie's super cute. Music is really good. I enjoyed it, and the girls did too. We went with her friend who's 7, and Gray is 10. So anyway, here is my second to final check-in. We've been wearing this now for a total of 6 hours. My nose, something's going on. I hope I'm not getting a cold, or I have allergies, but I've been wiping my nose a lot. So I think we should disregard what this looks like and just think that it's circumstance, you know what I mean? But the rest of it I think looks nice. I think it's worn well. It's a skin tint, so it wears very well. Let's test it in another 2 hours and see what we think. That color's a good match for me. If you're the similar color, that color. And oh, by the way, the lip gloss, because I know somebody's probably gonna ask me, that I was wearing earlier. Oh, here's a different view too, in a different light. Is the Makeup Forever brand new one in Super Boosted number 5. All right, so I'll see you guys shortly. Also, enjoy a quick intermission of the drive out here. It's only like 2 minutes long. I thought I was gonna be able to do a whole vlog of us driving out to Las Vegas, but when I put it all together, it literally was just kind of like a short almost. So enjoy the intermission of us driving to Las Vegas. Love you. So I haven't touched base in a little bit. This is day 2 of driving. We're in Richfield, Utah at a Walmart, charging the car. Derek has a electric vehicle, so we're charging the car. Sorry I didn't check in with you yesterday. We stopped at a little cute little small town called Green River, Utah, and we had a good dinner and stayed at a little local hotel. And I was so tired, I just didn't even check in. But the drive's been going so good so far, so I will check in with you a little later. Okay, bye. Now we're in Arizona. Just came from Utah. Theirs are so big. Of the strip right there. Going a different way. All right. It is the end of the day and the total hours of wear is 7. I normally don't keep my makeup on much longer than that. Oh, maybe it's been 7.5. Overall, the foundation is nice, but the skincare isn't super high on the ingredient list to really make it to be like a skincare foundation. It's definitely serum-y like a skincare foundation, but you know how I feel whenever they say like it's skincare and makeup in one. It's just, I don't feel like the potency of the skincare can really be classified as skincare, but it is glowy, it is dewy, it is lightweight. I think for a skin tint, it lasted, you know, nice. Again, I did not set it, so it's not gonna last as long as a foundation that you have set, but overall I like it. I will look forward to using it again, and what I would do is mix it with either Charlotte Tilbury's like that glowy, I forget what it's called, so out of practice, the glowy primer that she has, not magic cream, but the, you know what I'm talking about. I'll put it up on the screen here what it's called. I'm having a brain fart. I'm in the middle of making dinner and getting everybody around for the evening. But yeah, so if you guys have tried it, let me know what you would think of it, and I will be doing more of these. Let me know, you know, if you guys want me to continue doing Foundation Fridays. Are some of my favorite things to do, and I have a drugstore one that a girlfriend told me today about, so I'm gonna get that and see what we think about that. So yeah, anyway, thank you all so much for being here, and I'll see you on the next one. Lots of love from me to you. Bye.